Saan akong video? Okay, good morning everyone. Today I'm going to discuss to you the lecture 3, which is, this can be found in your module. I think this is found in module numbers 7 and 8, no? Week 7 and 8 in your module. Okay, so relational, this is all about the control structures. So when you say selection, control structures, it is all about the flow of control, no? So, and then when we say flow of control, it refers to the order, no, in which a program statements are executed. So unless otherwise directed, no, the normal flow of control for all programs is sequential, no? Sequential, that is step-by-step execution in the program. Okay, that is what we call as the sequential flow of control. This term, I mean the sequential means the statements are executed in sequence, one after another, in order in which they are placed in the program. So both selection, control structures enables, and also the repetition statement structures, no, enables programmers to alter this normal sequential flow of control. So as their names imply, selection statements make it possible to select which statement to be executed, no, or from a well set defined, it is executed next. And when you say repetition statement, from the word repetition, it makes it possible to go back and repeat a set of statements. So in this lesson, you will learn about the C++ selection control structures or statements. So because selection requires choosing between alternatives, okay? So in this lesson, it will begin with the descriptions of the C++ selection control structures. Okay? So, saan ba yun? Okay. So, as what I have said, no, when you say sequential, that is a sequential statement, that is statements executed in order. And then transfer of control means the next statement is executed, not next one in a sequence. So there are three control structures in C++. Now we have the sequence control structures, we have the selection structures and repetition. So from the word sequence, no, pagkasunod-sunod, yun yung programs executed sequentially by default. And then the selection structures, the use of if else statements, and also the switch statements. Okay, and then we also have repetition structures in C++, the use of the loops, no, while loops, do while loops, and then the for loops. And then these are the reserved keywords in C++. Now take note, these words or keywords cannot be used as identifiers or variable names. Why? Because they are, or they have its own purpose, no, in C and C++ language. So these are the common keywords found in both C and C++ languages. So take note nyo ha, dili siya pwede himong variable names or identifiers in the program because they have its own, or they have intended purpose in C++. So flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm. So this is now the selection structures. So from the word selection, we are going to choose among alternative courses of action. So, mupili lang ka kung imo ni siyang i-execute or dili. Magdepende sa iyahang condition. So, using the F selection structures, the pseudocode example is, if student's grade daw is greater than or equal to 60, it will print pass. So, the concept behind this statement is that if this condition is true, so kung ang grade daw is greater than or equal to 60, then if this is true, is the program continues, it prints statement, or the print statement is executed. So it prints the past word, no? It prints the statement executed, and then the program continues to the next statement. So kung meron pang next statement after this F statement print, no, it will execute to the next statement. Okay? So yun yung condition niya if true. If the condition naman is false, suppose the grade is 55. So I think if grade is 55, dili na siya mo fit sa kaninga condition. It becomes false na siya. No? Kaya ang condition is greater than or equal to 60. Okay? So, unsay buhaton kung false ang condition, it prints the print statement is ignored, so dili niya ni execute, and then the program still continues. It will just proceed to the next line. No, kung meron pa mang code below this print statement. Okay, so ganon yun. Yung C output niya kung true and then false ni condition. So yun yung tinatawag na transfer of control. To the use of F condition, it will jump to the next statements, no? Kung mag-false ang condition. And then take note in writing programs, indenting makes the programs easier to read. C++ ignores white spaces, characters, and say white space, katong mga tabs, spaces, sa pa na siya, pila ka spaces, and so on. Okay? So those are mga white space characters. So the translation of our pseudocode into C++, ito man yung pseudocode natin, di ba? If student grade is greater than or equal to 60, i-print daw siya, i-print ang pass na string, no? Or word. So i-translate nato in C++, magiging ganito na siya. If the keyword and then open and close parentheses, ang sulod niya is your condition. Ano ba yung condition? So we have grade. You select a variable that signifies a student grade, no? So take note ha, pag-create ng variable is bawal ang space sa variable. Okay. So if grade is greater than, so ganito man, is greater than or equal to, so equal to 60. Wait. Okay, so magiging ganito na siya, no, again. If grade is greater than or equal to 60. So, ito yung condition niya. And then, the print translation in C++ magiging cout, di ba? Sa printing keywords, words in C++ using cout, and then enclose in the parentheses, double quote, no, the string that you are that you want to display on the console output. Okay? So in data flow diagram, diamonds symbolizes decisions. Indicates decisions to be made. Sa flow chart ni siya. Okay. So this is an example of flow chart for the pseudocode statement nga atong gibuhat gaina. So ang ingon pa gaina kung decision gani or the condition, no, it must be in the diamond nga symbols. It must be put in the diamond symbol. Silagay nimo dito si grade is greater than 60. So in the diamond, it has two decisions. I mean one decision, two result for the decision, no? So kung ang decision results to true, so na siya'y paingnan, no? And then kung ma-false ang imong decision, asa siya paingon. Subutan po nimo siya arrow. That is how you design a flowchart. Okay? So sa giingon pud gaina diri sa first line in designing flowchart, rectangle symbolizes actions nga imong ipa-execute sa code. So oval is the start and the beginning. Flow lines are the connections. Okay, so a decision can be made on any expression. 0 is false, non-zero is true. So example, 3 minus 4. So my result, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So that is true. Okay, so that is how you design a flowchart. And then the if-else selection structures. Ang F performs action if the condition is true. Okay, so magamit lang kag F and then the condition para kung nakaipa-perform nga kung true ni siya, mao ni siya i-perform niyang action. Ang if-else, gamit lang siya kung there are different actions or if conditions are na siya true, na ako siya false. Use the if-else. Example sa the code, no? So if student grade is greater than or equal to 60, print nimo si pass. Pero na ay false, kaya naman tayo false, use the else print failed. Kung naman tayo true, na ako tayo false. So magiging conversion niya nito sa C++, magiging if grade is greater than or equal to 60, print niya si pass, else, i-print niya si failed. So gamiton lang ang if and else kung ang imong condition has a true and a false. Pero kung true lang ang imuhang condition, always true, so if lang nga condition. Okay? So we can also use the nested if-else structures, one inside another, test for multiple cases, one condition meet, and then another statement skip. What does it mean? For example, no? So, ang kaning indention niya, mauni siya, ang pasabot niya is kaning same ang iyahang line, no? Means mao na siya ang pair niya. So, iyahang F, mao ni ang iyang else. Okay? So, if grade is greater than or equal to 90, so i-print niya si A. Pero kung false gani ni siya nga statement, moato siya sa else. Diba? For false, mao ni siya sa else. Say buhaton sa else. Ang else composed of nested F pod. So, iyahan na siyang i-execute line by line. Depende sa condition. Okay? So, ang pares pod ani niya, si F, na po siya condition, no? I mean, si else na condition nga F. Buhaton niya, if ang student pod nga grade greater than or equal to 80, print niya si B. Pero kung dili 80 pod, jump siya sa else, no? And so on siya, no? Ang else na po another F and then else and so on up to kung ma-meet niya ang true, mao to iyang i-execute. Then kung ma-true na gani ang F statement, dili na niya execute ang else. Okay? So isa lang, mupili lang siya. It's either the result is true or false. So example, if grade is greater than 90, so ang mufit ani nga mga grado kan mga 95, 98, no 90 and above, print niya ang A, and then else if ang grade is 80, greater than or equal to 80, so ang mufit sa iya is 80 to 89 nga mga grado mosulod, no? Print niya si B. Else if grade is greater than or equal to 70, so 70 to 79 ng mga grado. And then else if grade is greater than or equal to 60, so ang grado between 60 to 69, print niya si D. So kung wala diri ang mga choices, it will go to else. So, kung false diri, false diri, false, false, false. So kung false silang tanan, maadto siya sa else. Okay, so mga grado nga less than 60, anto na siya sa F, no? F. Okay. So, we will try to example program diri. Okay. Take note mo na, print, importance of curly brace. Print, we have problems if exam grade is less than 60, print, we have real problems if exam grade is print okay and so on. Iba naman to na program, no? So, if you are going to put the curly brace, for example, ito no, this is confusing. Kasi, kung the execution of F statement is, kung walang curly brace, it will only execute its first statement under sa F. For example, ang kaninga condition, exam grade is less than 60. So, ang iya lang i-execute nga statement is kinilang to see out. Kaya wala man siya inclusion no. Pero na siya curly brace between this, diri asa above sa see out up to here. So, ang inclusion ng mga statement or included nga statement under sa F is the whole, including the F kanisya. No? So, kanila ang timaan, if walang curly brace, the first statement lang ang i-execute under, ang first statement under sa F, mao iyahang i-execute sa FL statement. Ora na siya, gimin ani nga line. I mean slide. So this is the flow chart, no? Kung walang curly brace. So ana lang siya. Exam grade is less than 60 kung true, mao na yung print. Wala may false, no? So another F na pod, if grade is less than 10, so naman siya FL, so na siya true, na po siya false. Okay, so yun lang. Okay, we will try to run this program example ito. May try natin pa run in your compiler. Sana ba yung libc? Minimize. Okay. Libc. New, ay sana ba yun? Source file. So, try natin pa run si ito. Okay. Oops. So, ano bang first line sa program? We have number include. So, IOStream. And then, so this is the header file kung using namespace. std. And then, and main. And then, ano ba yung program kanina? Okay. So, ang variable na gamit is grade. No? So, suppose we are going to ask no, the user on what is the grade to be inputted. So, try natin int. Declare muna tayo ng variable na grade kasi we are using the grade variable. And then, we will prompt the user to enter, to write, to enter a grade. A value for grade. Enter value, enter grade. Enter grade na lang. So, tatanungin natin ang user ng program natin kung to put the grade. So, para pa-input, you use the CN and then lagay natin, tama ba yun? CN tsaka grade. And then, yan, meron na tayong value ni grade, no? So, next line is to apply this F statement. Okay? So, write natin F statement. If ang grade daw na input is greater than or equal to 90, what will the program do? So, see out niya, i-display niya si letter A. Okay? And then, if ang grade naman, so meron siyang else, if the grade is greater than, pwedeng walang space or meron greater than or equal to 80, see out natin dito. See out. Ah, 70. Ano ba? Letter D. Yan, semicolon. Okay, and then we have another letter else F. So natin na. If ang grade naman is for letter C, if ang grade is greater than 70, so print niya is letter C. If ang grade naman is greater than or equal to 60, print niya is letter D. Then we have else. Ano ba ang gagawin ng else? I-print lang niya nga spelled ang grado. Okay. So, yun lang. And then, lagyan natin ng return 0 sa last. Now, end of your program must return a value 0. Okay, so try natin i-compile. Okay, let's try to compile the program. If naaba siya error, so let's save it as grade.cp. Ano, mayroon na palang nakalagay na grade. Sige lang. Replace lang natin. Okay, so if there are errors, so makita diri sa compile log. Okay, 0 errors and warnings. And then try natin para. Okay, so ganito yung purpose niya, no? Nilagyan natin ng cout enter grade so that we will ask the user to input a grade. For example, I will type here 75. Okay? So, kung 75 ang iyahang i-type, asa ka siya musulod nga condition. So, kung 75, no? Kung 75 ang sulod ni grade, first, execution niya is, asa na yun? Oy. Ano ba yan? Okay, ito. Hoy. Okay. So, kung 75 ang iyang input, nabasahon sa niya una si first F. If ang 75 ba daw is greater than or equal to 90, true or false? Si 75 ba nga akong gitype, greater than, dako ba siya or equal ba siya ni 90, true or false? So I think this condition is false. So kung false ni siya, asa siya mo jump? Mugo siya to the next line, which is the else F. Basahon na po niya ni si else F. Dili niya i-print ha, dili niya i-cout si A, kay wala man siya ni true diri. So kung false siya, mo jump siya to else F. Check naman niya si else F kung ang 75 ba daw is greater than or equal to 80. So dako ba si 75 kang 80, true or false? So kung false ni siya, dili niya ni execute, mo jump na pud siya sa F. This is else F, meaning else F yan, no? Else F. Okay? And then, try natin again. Okay, try 75. And then, sana ba? Dito na. If grade is greater than or equal to 70. So, ang 75 ba daw is greater than needs or equal to 70. So, I think in this line, no, mo fit siya kay 75 man. So, it means 75 is dako siya ni 70. So, true na siya. So, kung mo fit na gani ni siya nga condition true, iyan na ning i-execute si kani siya. No? So, cout, si. So, kung naa na gani true, so kaniman nga statement ang true, so dili na siya mo execute sa another else F. Ano, wala may curly brace, no? So, let's try. Kung i-print ba niya nga result is, draw na to para na-close na gud nako. Okay. If we're going to type 75, what is the result? So, letter C ang iyahang gi-print. Okay. Nganong dili man letter D? Kay pag next line na po niya, basahon niya si F grade is 75 greater than 60 ba daw siya. No, greater than siya. Pero, since na true naman siya diri sa atong else if nga condition, dili na niya ni-execute si else if nga ubos niya, and then else dili na niya execute. Kaya naa naman siya na found nga true. Okay? So, mo-proceed lang siya sa else, another else, kung ma-false ang condition. Pero kung na-true na siya, dili na niya execute si else. Okay? So, that is why 70. Now, suppose we are going to run again the program. How about on 100? So, asa man mo fall? Kung 100 ang grado, asa man siya mo fall? Kung na-close, kung na-minimize. Ayan. Para dili na magpuan. Okay? So, kung 100 atong i-type, what will be the output? The output should be letter A. Very good. Now, what if atong i-press is, atong grade nga ibutang is 55. So, of course, ma-false siya diri. False naman siya dito. False sa second F. So, false naman dito. So, I think kung false lahat ng F, it will go to the last else. So, dapat ang i-print is letter F. Okay? So, yun. Yun lang ka-simple ang paggamit ng if-else statement. So, you try to run this example into your phone or sa inyong mga computers at home para ma-try ninyo, no? Experience ninyo ang paggamit sa if-else or the selection control structure. Okay? So, yun lang. Same with this one. If else naman gihapon ini. If else gihapon ni siya through with the use of putting this case. Summarize ko naman siya. We also have Boolean operators. Pwede nato siya gamiton sa ato ang condition, no? So Boolean operators, the use of and, kani ang symbol sa C++ na double and. No, true ni siya if all conditions are true, and then or, true if one condition is true, and then not is the negation, true if the condition is false. Negation lang siya. So we have this example, no, kung and ang gamitin ng operator, operator 1, operand 1, operand 2, so ma-true lang ni si and kung both operand are true. So kung the rest na ay true and false, false ang iyahang result. Example, no, we have here, if age is 13 and age is less than 17. So, kung ato ang age isa is, age is 12. Okay. Try nato muna si 17. Kung ang age is 17, sa may result ani niya, kung i-supply nato ang value nga 17 diri sa age. No? 17 is greater than but daw ni okay. Is 17 greater than 13? 17 is greater than 13. That is true. Tinuod, no? 17 is greater than 13. And then another operand is ang 17 is gamay ba daw ni 17? This is false. Dili man siya gamay because they are equal. So kung ang first ni mga condition is true and ang second condition is false, so unsa may result? Kung i-combine nimo si duha, no? Operand 1, operand 2 using the and. Kung ang isa is true and the rest is false, mao ni ang iyang result false. So kung false ni the whole, dili niya na i-execute sa code. Okay? Same with the age nga kanisya. Suppose ang age is 16. Supply na to ha. 16 is greater than or equal to 13. That is true. And then 16 is less than 17. This is true. So in this line, no? In this line, I think first operand is true, and then second operand is true. So, ang answer aning both using the and is true. So, iyahaning i-print. Okay? Now, suppose ang iyahang age is 12. So, diri ana, 12, no? Kung 12 is greater than ba daw ni 13, this is false. Ang 12 ba daw is less than 17, true. So, kung false and true, ang result niya is false. Okay, so yun ana lang ang gamit niya sa and. That is for and, no? And then for the or, matrue lang siya kung naay usa true. Kung both gani false, false ang iya result, no? Naitimanan lang, no? Si or, matrue siya as long as naay true sa both operand. Pero false ang both, result niya is false. Ang not is, it is just the negation of an operand. May true, ang iyang not is false. Kung false siya, ang iyang not is true. Okay? So we have this example. Okay, so you try that programs. You try to run this program. And then for the switch statement, switch structure, ang use naman ng switch is to test the variable for multiple values. Ang iyang format is it has a series of case labels and optional default value. Okay, so mao ni iyang syntax or the format. Switch and then the variable, so case, say value 1, then your statement, break, and so on. Case value 2, and so on. We'll have this example. Ito, conversion. Converting FL to switch. If ang rank daw is equal to, kung equal to Jack, see out niya si Jack. Okay? So, if you're going to translate this, to convert this into switch, magiging ganito na siya. Switch, keyword, ang variable niya is rank to the common of these FLs. Rank, and then, case 1, kung ang rank ba daw is equal to Jack, so may mo na siyang case Jack, print niya si Jack, followed by break. Kung ang rank na po niya is Queen, case Queen, print niya si Queen. So yun ana ang pag-convert, no, kung ang rank naman niya is King, so switch rank is King, so mao na ang iyang i-print, and so on. Ang else is converted into default in switch. Okay? So, ang execution lang sa FLs, na ba din ang discussion? Wala din. Ito. Ang execution lang sa switch multiple selection structure is ganito. No? Start, pagbasa niya sa case A, kung matrue na ang case A, i-perform niya ang action under sa case A, and then a break, mo end na din siya. Okay? Pero kung false ang case A, dili siya mo fit ani nga condition, so mo jump siya, mo read siya sa B, and then i-check na po niya ang B kung true or false. So kung true, i-perform niya, and then mo end na siya. Pero kung false, mo proceed siya og select sa next cases nga pangitao niya kung asa siya mo true. Kung wala gyud siya true, kung false ang A up to Z, for example, adto niya i-execute ang default na action. So in this example, kung ang rank is dili Jack, kung dili Queen, dili pod King, dili pod Ace, is ang i-print niya is rank lang na keyword. Pero kung ang rank niya is King, ang iyang i-print is kanilang siya, si King. Dili na niya i-print si Jack, Queen, and then dili na pod niya ni i-print ang the rest. Okay? So the example ta, sige. Example ta switch, no? Try na to parang si switch. Okay, so using this, okay. Kinopya ko lang, no, para madali. So since rank man atong gamit diri, we will declare this as string ra ba ni, no? Lagi, kaya lang. So we will just replace no int rank. Wala pa man ta sa string discussion because when you say Jack, it is a string. So try lang natin muna enter integer muna. So kung case 1, print niya si Jack. Case 2, 3, si King, then 4. So kung pag enter rank na siya dito. Okay, so kung ato ni siyang ipa-run, so it will ask enter rank when tag kung 3. Ang rank 3 is, unsa man tong rank 3? It should print king. Dapat print niya is king, no? Okay, 3, so si king. What if 2? 2 dapat si queen. Pero what if lahi nga number, may tag 10. So, wala man si 10. Kung sa lang tong naadiri ni rank, no? Mo yang i-display sa default. Okay? So, yun lang. That's it. So, if you have questions, feel free to comment and then chat me through our Google Classroom. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching and you try all the examples in the program.